On the morning of November 6th, a $32 billion empire was completely intact. 48 hours later, its value was zero. But the most terrifying part isn't that $8 billion of customer money vanished over a single weekend. It's who pulled the trigger and the microscopic accounting trick they used to hide the hole. To understand how you destroy a Fortune 500 level company in 48 hours, you have to look at their illusion of safety. This wasn't a fringe startup. They bought Super Bowl ads. They had the backing of elite venture capital. They were sold to the public as the safe option in a highly unregulated market. But behind the closed doors of their offshore penthouse, the founders were running a mechanical lie. They operated two separate companies, a public exchange holding billions in customer savings, and a private trading firm where the executives made high-risk, leveraged bets. How did they bridge the two without setting off federal alarms? They invented their own money. The executives created a custom digital token out of thin air. They controlled almost the entire supply, artificially inflated its price, and then used that newly invented token as collateral to borrow billions of real dollars from their own customers. It was the ultimate left-hand to right-hand scam. On paper, their balance sheet showed $16 billion in assets. In reality, billions of that was just digital vapor they coded themselves. The math only worked as long as nobody asked to cash out. And then, someone asked. On November 2nd, a leaked document revealed the massive, incestuous overlap between the two companies. 4 days later, a rival CEO saw the mathematical weakness and posted a single devastating tweet. He was liquidating his massive position in their custom token. That tweet was a match dropped into a powder keg. Panic erupted. Within 24 hours, users demanded $1 billion back. Over the next 48 hours, that number surged to $6 billion. The CEO was trapped. He desperately tried to project calm on social media, claiming, "Assets are fine." But internally, it was a bloodbath because the money wasn't there. It had already been spent on luxury real estate, political donations, and covering catastrophic private trading losses. On November 8th, the platform froze all customer withdrawals. The music stopped. The $32 billion valuation evaporated. 1 million regular people were locked out of their life savings. Days later, the CEO resigned, filed for bankruptcy, and went from a celebrated billionaire to facing 25 years in federal prison. The empire wasn't destroyed by a market crash. It was destroyed because it was never really there at all. But this wasn't an isolated incident. While the world watched this massive exchange burn, a rogue IT worker at a totally different company was quietly using a digital backdoor to siphon $100 million right under his boss's nose. If you want to see how the perfect corporate heist almost succeeded, and the single line of code that brought him down, click the video on your screen right now. You won't believe how deep the rot goes.